So we're going to use this deck today. And that card happened to be So that's the overall energy, is manifestation. What are you manifesting? Well, I like how Steve puts it. He says, you have a waitress and you put in your order, and then you sit and you have a conversation with the person that you're eating with, and then you wait for the waitress to return with your dinner or your order, right? You don't go back into the kitchen and help the cook. So the energy I'm getting right now is that same energy with the universe. You put your order in, or you're putting it in right now, right? I want to finish my mission. Oop, this fell out. Look at this. Same card just fell out of the deck. Okay, so I'm putting my order in. A manifestation, right? Card came out twice. Now, I need to let the universe do their job. Okay? So, I see Tasha's on the chat. Hello. I don't usually follow the chat. Hi, Irene. Because it screws with the energy, and I can't remember what I was going to say. So I just want to say hi because I'm still in the beginning here. So you know what you want, you know what you want to do, but basically you have to wait and let the cook the food and let the waitress bring it back. So you have to let the universe do their job. So what I want you to do is I want you all to stay in the moment, stay in the day, stay in that conversation with your friend while the cook cooks the deal, okay? So let the universe do their job. And stay happy and stay in the moment, you know. I really enjoyed my conversation with my daughter, and then I went on to 2 hours of 24/7 AA open meeting Zoom. Anybody can go on that. You don't have to be an alcoholic. It's an open meeting, okay? So, manifestation. Time. Time is in reverse. So what it's trying to tell me is that quit putting a time limit on everything. You know, like you and your friend are eating at that dinner table and you're waiting for the cook. You don't sit there and say, well, you know, it should be 5 minutes and 55 seconds because of the fact that I know how long it takes to make a hamburger. You just let the cook do their thing. Okay, so let the universe do their thing. Okay, time doesn't exist. But I do want you to stay in the day. I want you to stay in the now. Right now, don't be thinking about what you're going to have later to eat for dinner. Stay focused on the moment. Okay? Now we're going to go through these pretty quick here. Okay? You've got the key is on the bottom. You've got the books. See the books? See the moon? You've got the universe. You've got the books. You've got the YouTube. You've got, I see my cross hanging here. Okay? You've got what it takes. They wanted me to show you this shirt. I didn't show anybody it yet. But it's a picture of 2 angels. There's 2 angels right here. And there's a bunch of skulls right here. Okay? And what this shirt is representing is that the universe has got this. Okay? I've got the t-shirt right now on. I know it's hard for you to see it. I took a picture of it, but I didn't use that picture. But right there's the angel. And right there is the skulls. And there's another angel over here. Okay? The universe has got this, people. You know, it's just like going to a restaurant. You've got the credit card. Oops. You've got the credit card to pay for the meal. You've got the company sitting there with you. You just had the menus. You've got an empty stomach. You're all set to go. All right? So let's go. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us. You're going to have a celebration coming up. Celebration. There's a change coming. Now the celebration was first. So the celebration, I believe, is going to cause the change, not the other way around. Sometimes a change can bring a celebration, but I feel that the celebration is going to bring the change. Okay? Have patience. I'm drawn to the snail. Okay? A snail goes very slow, but he gets to where he's going. And I'm also hearing a lot about staying in the day. Okay? So right now, if you're really focusing on what I'm saying, then that's good, because you just listened to what I told you to do. Stay in the now. Have that patience. Focus on your spirituality. There's spiritual. Focus on the spiritual part of life, not the 3D part of life. Don't worry about money and time. Focus on the universe. Focus on God. Focus on all the stuff that you can put into your brain that's spiritual. I told my daughter the story today about the snake, you know, and if you guys don't know that story, it's just real quick, is that you see a snake, he says, help me, and you pick it up and you help him and you love him, and he bites you and you say, why did you bite me? And he says, you knew when you picked me up I was a snake. So you got to have strength. And what do you have to have strength in is this journey, you know. Of course you want to help the snake, but sometimes you can't help everybody. Sometimes you have to just take care of you. You have a world purpose, and that's what we need to focus on, is our world purpose. Now you say, well, I don't know what it is. I don't know what my world purpose is. It's doing the next right thing and staying in the moment. Okay? Stay in the day, stay in the moment, stay in the hour, and do the next right thing. I checked after I brushed my teeth, I checked my phone messages, because I usually have my phone off at night so that I can sleep. I called back or texted back the person that was on my phone, right? Checked my messages, Irene, Tasha, right? Okay. Then I go ahead and I keep doing the next right thing. I did my AA lately before I've been doing my podcast, because that's what they wanted me to do. Sometimes I do my podcast before I do my AA, okay? But AA is spiritual. Podcast, spiritual, okay? You're totally protected by St. Michael, the angels, and your higher self. So let go of fear. Replace it with faith. Go forward fearless and know that you're protected. If I told you to get on the roller coaster and you saw that they're all buckled in and they have these big straps, right? Would you get on the roller coaster? You do. How about an airplane? How about a car? You do these things all day long, right? Well, the spiritual world is much more powerful than a earthly maintained roller coaster. Okay, you need to heal. You know, you need to heal from these traumas. I was telling Tasha about how in the spirit world last night, I was feeling some resentment and some anger because my mission partner, I didn't tell her all this, but my mission partner showed up in my astro, and I was explaining to my mission partner all the shit I've had to do in the last 3 years since his disappearance. Well, that can be aggravating because it can cause feelings of anxiety and resentment, right? You know, I've had to do all this shit in the last 3 years, you know, where have you been? Type of an attitude. And I had to snap out of that pretty quick and wake up because I don't need to go there. The past is the past. The future is the future. God and the universe have a plan for me, and I'm just needing to go forward. Now, it wasn't overbearing, it was just minor. But I nip it in the bud as soon as it becomes even a little tiny thing. Okay? So don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad at all. It was actually quite comforting to be able to show some of my accomplishments. Like they don't know, right? I know. But you know, astro's weird when you're laying in bed and they call it dreaming, right? And you get certain things, and you know, it's all really happening, but it's weird because you're like in both dimensions. Like you got 1 foot in 4D and 1 foot in 5D. So anyway, so I nipped it in the bud immediately and just showed gratitude and just moved on and woke up and, you know, continued on. So I used my intuition is what I did. I used my intuition and just said, I ain't going there. You know, I don't have to explain to anybody what I did in the last 3 years, and I don't have to explain to anybody what I'm going to do in the next 3, okay? But I do need to live in the moment and live in today. So use your intuition because you're going through a transformation, all right? You're the butterfly that was in a cocoon, and you were a caterpillar. So imagine the caterpillar going through the dark night of the soul. Some of you may be going through it right now. Some of you are out of it. But the butterfly is something totally different than a caterpillar. And it has wings and it can fly. So you're transitioning. Your shadow self, as we say, put the old person in the cave and lock the door, and every time the shadow tries to get out, know that it's locked and that you're a butterfly now. That will give you peace. So everything that we talked about on the phone is in this reading, Tasha. And Irene and Soul Sister and Billy, everybody that's watching right now, and the people that aren't on the live chat, you know, peace is the outcome. Do you want peace? Okay? While the universe is cooking up your manifestations, do you want peace or do you want chaos? See, you decide. Just like me in that dream, okay? When I was explaining, oh, I did this and I did this and I did this, you know, I snapped myself out of it because it's like I don't need to be even explaining to anybody what I done. I am going forward. I'm not taking any of the past with me. And then we got a repeat card of transformation. Okay, so let me look at that again. We've got transformation, and where was the other card? I know we had it here. Purpose, protection, healing. Oh, transition. It was transition and transformation. Okay, so we're going through our metamorphosis, and the end is transformation. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, that's funny. I was going to tell you that Lynette told me that she loves you. And Lynette and Lee are both on here, and Gary just came on. And I'm reading the chat sometimes. So, like when I say I don't read it, sometimes it pops in because the Spirit wants it to pop in. Everything about my readings is just whatever the Spirit does. So, we've got transition and then transformation. Okay? So, in order to get transformed, we have to go through what I just said into the transition, into the transformation. Okay, we're just going to do a couple more here. So it says to focus, focus, focus. Motivation, motivation, motivation. And pay attention to your dreams. Not only pay attention to your dreams, because I said they're not really dreams, they're the dimensions coming through so that you can remember something. And remember the other part about dreaming. This is like back to the beginning. That's why they wanted me to close. Because your dream, not your dreams, but your dream of the future is what your manifestation is. So we're right back to the beginning, and know that you put your order in and the universe has it. So let the universe cook and deliver. But in the middle, everything that we just said in the last 15 minutes, right? Everything in there is your job. So thank you for listening. I'm Miss Mystic.